What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So today we've got two very cool, exciting knives that I want to show y'all today. But before we get into today's video, y'all remember, give me a like, leave a comment. At the end of the video, I'll put a little subscribe button and link another video that I think you might like. And follow me over on Instagram at Shield Arms. So let's flip this camera around and get into today's double knife video. Okay guys, so today we're going to take a look at two knives. Now, this is not an unboxing. I've already spent time with these knives. I've already handled them, got my impressions, and we'll go over the materials that they are, do some comparisons, and I'll tell you my thoughts, and then we'll bring out the next one, and then I'll bring them both out and compare them all together. So today, this one is the Miguron Moyarl. Alright, I have a tough time saying that, but and everything. It is a very popular knife from Miguron, and it is available in a couple of different variations. This happens to be the liner lock. They do have a crossbar lock version as well. This one is in G10, but they have several different handle materials and also different blade finishes. So we're looking at green G10 and a milled titanium pocket clip, which for the price point that these come in at is a really nice touch. The clip is reversible. It's not inset, it's just got the screw holes that go through the handle, but it works great and it's nice in hand. We have a 14C 28N blade, which I love. 14C 28N, no issue with that whatsoever. So the materials on this knife is excellent, especially for the price. So I think it makes a great value. One thing I noticed right off the bat was that this is a little bit thicker of a knife, but that makes it so nice in hand. I've got medium-sized hands, all right, so I still got plenty of room right here on the end, and if you choke up to this flat, even more. So your large and XL size hands won't have a problem with this knife at all, especially since it's a little wider and everything. It makes it very comfortable, and you do not feel that pocket clip, or at least I do not feel that pocket clip at all. Great blade shape. It's sort of like a cross between a leaf and a drop point. You do have to go up a little bit higher if you want to use the tip completely, but that belly is super slicey. So in use, whether you're doing the pinch cut, the choke up push cuts, or the longer draw cuts, it's been great in hand, and the action on this is really smooth, really nice. Okay, so this one has been a great, and I could see this being a fantastic EDC user knife, because it's worked well for me. Y'all know I'm a double above the knee amputee, so I'm not hard using my knife. I use them for what 90% of us use our knives for: opening packages and mails and strings and whatever you need to cut around the house and stuff like that. That's what I use mine for, and it's been outstanding. So that is the Miguron Moyarl, and we'll bring this out back in a second. Let's check out the KIZER MILITAW. Now this is the first time I've handled a KIZER MILITAW, and it has been impressive. I know the Militaw has been very popular here lately because they've released the shiny DLC with the S45EN steel and the purple haze fat carbon. This is one of the White Mountain Knives exclusive. Here recently, White Mountain Knives just dropped 3 exclusives, and this is more my style. This is what I like. I don't mind DLC. I like the shiny better than the flat DLC, but I prefer more stonewash and satin style blades personally. This one is in Titanium and Ultem. White Mountain Knives also did Titanium in like a blue micarta and Titanium and a red micarta. Alright, you've got a milled titanium pocket clip. It's not reversible. So lefties, you won't have that, but it is like, it's a frame lock, but because the liner goes up most of the way over the frame, it's like a bolster lock. So you don't have to worry about as much where you put your fingers as you use the knife. So I really, really like that. This one is in 154 cm. Okay. So we've got Titanium Ultem and 154 cm. This is great in hand, okay? Nice grip back here. You choke up to the flat, not a problem. Pinch grip, outstanding. You don't have to lift up quite as high to use the tip, but you still have to go a little bit. And that belly is still very slicey. Ergonomics, great in hand. I don't feel the clip on this, no matter if I'm choked up or in the back position. And 154 cm is one of my favorite blade steels. Also, another slicey knife as well. It's been great in use. And I noticed right away, sort of like on the Moyarl and everything, but this one is even more so. The action on this Kaiser has nailed it. It is smooth. I mean, like, very smooth. You push that lock over, it drops down, and then it's just, and that detent for the action, whether you're using the deployment hole or the front flipper, it works outstanding. So it is a fidget monster if you like to fidget with your knives, which most of us do. But this knife has been outstanding. Let's compare it with the Moyarl, the Miguron Moyarl, and you can see that they're fairly similar knives. The Militaw has a little bit more blade length and a little more cutting edge because this choil is larger, where this uses more flat spot. This has more of a choil. Okay, and the handle length is just a tad longer as well, but very similar and similar in hand. Let's do some comparisons. So I think a great comparison to the Moyarl, especially if you had the crossbar lock version of it, is going to be the Kunwu Pulsar. The Kunwu Pulsar has a very similar style, blade shape, a little bit different, but similar choil, similar overall length and handle length. So if you like this in hand, you should like the Moyarl as well, or vice versa. And let's check out another knife. Let's go with like the Tempest Knives Jetstream. Very lot closer to the Militaw. These are almost identical in size. So it gives you a little idea. A couple of more. Let's do the Bridgeport 1827 FL. Fantastic knife. This one also has the deployment hole and a front flipper as well. So this is right there in the same lines. Size-wise, a little bit smaller in blade, a little bit smaller in handle as well than the Militaw. Very similar to the Miguron, and also a more budget option of the deployment hole and front flipper is going to be the CJRB Echo, which is a Rayla Conoco design. Outstanding knife. So this is another one that pairs extremely well against like the Miguron Moyarl. Except it does not have a choil, it just has this little flat right there. Okay, so that's our comparisons between these knives. And let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video of the Miguron Moyarl and the KIZER MILITAW. So which one do you like better? The Miguron Moyarl or the KIZER MILITAW? In this version of the Moyarl and everything, I think you're getting the best value of like the Militaws, okay? If you like the shiny DLC and the S45VN, great. I love 154CM, and I happen to like the Ultem or even the micarta inlays, these White Mountain knives exclusives. I will link this knife down below. If I'm going to recommend one, this is the one that I recommend. And the action is outstanding. So if you're looking for a version of the Militaw, I say go with one of these White Mountain knives exclusives. I think you get the best bang for your buck. The other one and everything, in the S45VN around the $200 mark, where these are right around, if you use my White Mountain Knives code Shield Arms, you'll get 10% off, free shipping. So you can get this and everything like that for right around the 120 mark for Titanium and Ultem and 154CM, like $125. That's outstanding and everything. That's a bang for your buck. And the Miguron Moyarl, if you're looking for something a little bit more budget and everything, but still great action and a great user as well. These things, 14C28N and G10, and they're going in the $40-something range. Yeah, I mean, all day long. I think you can't go wrong with either one. So I would like to know your thoughts. Let me know. Give me a like. Leave a comment. Hit the subscribe button and check out this video. I think you might like it. It really does help my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Follow me over on Instagram at Shield Arms. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch ya in the next video.